Hey everyone, welcome to JoJo's World.
Good morning, you beautiful bastards.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And to you too.
And to me?
I'm Liam S. Smith, one of your co-hosts.
And Only Valentine, the other one of the co-hosts.
This is JoJo's World, our JoJo's Bizarre Adventure recap and discussion podcast, where today we are so disappointed to not be recording more episodes about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 7, Steel Ball Run. However, we do have a tasty consolation prize around episodes, 13 and 14?
Yes.
Of Dandadan.
A perfect show.
Well, it's no JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I mean, no, but that's, nothing can ever be JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We are...
I was watching these two episodes.
Yeah.
They're, of course, entitled Watch Out for the Evil Mafia and the Killer Snake Worm.
Yep.
I was watching these two episodes.
What'd you think?
The first one, I was like, I'm not really vibing with this. Maybe this show isn't good anymore. But then the second one was pretty hype as hell.
Maybe it's not good anymore?
Yeah.
Like, just in general?
Sometimes shows aren't good anymore.
Okay. All right. Sure. But it's good. It's a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still good. It's all good content. Dandadan does not go bad. It's like
Yeah,
cheese.
they started the season with a bit of a dud episode. It happens to the best of us.
Exactly. Well, it has to set up, You have to earn your second ep, You know what I mean? Unless it's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. In
Anyway.
which case you just have it in the same ep. Yeah. But Liam.
Nick.
Look.
I'm looking.
I have a timer on my phone. If you're ready to do a summary.
Don't you have any other pre-episode bullshit rigmarole you want to throw at me first?
Oh,
I've got a little bit.
Liam, I would never be so dramatic and or mean as to tell you that I don't have anything lined up and then suddenly pull out. Our Patreon has been telling us about Hey Ya and Poco Loco.
Hey ya, the stand of a little man called Poco Loco.
What a guy. So apparently Poco Loco was included in the soundtrack of Pixar's Coco.
The song. Or was it the song or musician? I don't recall.
Yeah, but Poco Loco.
Poco Loco.
In Coco.
Poco Loco and Coco.
Exactly. Easy peasy.
That's Poco.
But mostly what they wanted to tell us was Hey Ya is actually an ironically happy song that's actually about the finite nature of human connections.
Well, aren't we all?
Exactly.
I'm all about the finite nature of human connections.
The song is also aware that no one will listen to the lyrics with such lines as, "You all aren't listening, you just want to dance."
Yeah, I was aware we didn't really talk about Hey Ya and Outcast in as greater detail as we historically have in our Steel Ball Run episode.
Yeah.
But that's just because we'd been recording for about 2 hours by that point.
Yeah, literally, we could talk about Hey Ya for...
You'll know what Hey Ya is.
If you don't know what Hey Ya is, you gotta go out there and listen
You gotta go out
to
there
the
and live
radio.
your life and figure out the finite nature of human connection.
Yeah, don't touch grass. Touch... I was about to say Andre 3000. Don't touch Andre 3000.
And you know where else we see the finite nature of human connection? When you're a little boy who's stuck in a volcano sacrifice hut for your whole life, and then stuck in a volcano sacrifice pit for the whole unlife. But we're not going to talk about that yet, Nick, because we're recording this episode
Don't get ahead of yourself.
on the day that they announce the bonkers buck wild Final Fantasy XIV Evangelion crossover alliance race
It makes
series.
no sense, Liam. It makes no sense.
They've announced the next expansion of Final Fantasy XIV, Evercold, which takes place, I think, on the frozen world of the Fourth. And as part of that expansion, it sounds like we're getting at least one Alliance raid. It could be an Alliance raid series. These are the big 32 people pieces of content.
Yep.
Historically, they come in sets of 3, but this could be a one-off. Unclear to me at this stage. And it's Final Fantasy XIV crossing over with Evangelion, the series where you pilot big automatons made of meat to kill angels. Also you have trauma.
So you had to explain this to me because it didn't make any sense.
Because you haven't seen Evangelion.
No, I haven't seen Evangelion.
Despite your strong opinions on it.
Which I think,
But it's sounding like we
yeah.
need to do Evangelion as part of the
long road.
What we newly dubbed today the spiritual era of JoJo's World.
There's... You said Trigun had What Is This Christian Magic?
Yeah.
We've got something Christian spiritual coming up with Steel Ball Run.
Well, of course, famously, Nick, both the first and last stage of the race end in a church.
Yes, they do, which makes me wonder. And then this, obviously, we've got spiritual.
We got ghosts and
We got
spirits
Ghost
out the
Yokai,
wazoo.
Dandadan,
Not my wazoo.
and now Evangelion, angels, Eve,
God.
Shinji.
The second impact. These are all things that
Trauma.
flash up on the screen during the opening titles.
You just got the dun 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 dun, and then it's just coming up.
And of course I showed you the Evangelion horse breeding crossover ad.
So I don't understand. Is it an ad for a...
I'm not fully sure. My impression / memory of it was that they were doing a branding crossover with an actual like horse breeding company or horse racing event.
Which seems more fucked up than like you know those...
Then doing the Uma Masume.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if they were doing that or like the fake horse racing game where like you race like a sushi roll, like...
I'm going to pretend I know what that is.
That's like more normal to me than being like, hey, so we have an Evangelion crossover, but it's just for breeding horses. It's like, why? What to what end does that make any fucking sense? Very confusing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Evangelion loves to do a branded crossover.
You wouldn't think
Delicious Evangelion branded cigarettes.
Which company do you think would have branded cigarettes? Like
Which company would have branded cigarettes?
do you think Square Enix
Joe
would...
Camel.
Well, obviously, Joe Camel, of course. But do you think Square Enix one day would say, we're losing the kids. They don't want to buy video games anymore. They don't want to come to our cafes.
Release the cigarette packages with all the Final Fantasy XIV job symbols on
Exactly.
them.
People think that they're buying Final Fantasy trading cards, but they're actually Final Fantasy trading cigarettes.
That's right.
You have to collect every cigarette, and they have
JoJo's
tangible
World cigarettes coming soon. And the beautiful thing about collectible cigarettes is people are addicted to them, so they will smoke them. So they have to keep buying them to collect their collection.
Exactly. Ooh, I don't like where that's going. But, Liam,
Nick.
it doesn't make any sense. But we have to now watch Evangelion for me to understand what it's all about and then promptly forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it'd be a fun little romp into the world of mech combat, etc., right?
Mech culture.
Yeah, mech culture.
Famously not mechs.
Okay, so you had to explain to me they're not
I think
robots.
that's technically a twist and a spoiler, but they're not robots.
They're not robots. They're like... You said golems?
They're big golem things.
Yeah, they're big walking...
They're made of meat.
Yeah, living things that will bleed?
Absolutely.
Okay, so they'll bleed, but they have to be hooked up to the spines of people born on a certain day.
Hey, that's almost what I said. I'm so proud of you.
Something's going on.
They also need to be hooked up to power cables.
Oh, okay. Wait, why do they have to be hooked up to power cables?
It takes a lot of electricity to move a body that big.
Well, I thought they were alive. Are they dead? And we're just like reanimating them?
I guess we'll have to watch to find out.
Oh, all right.
If only Vash the Stampede. Could Vash the Stampede pilot an Eva so big that even he couldn't shoot it with his angel arm?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, he's got the vibe to him. He would try.
Maybe we should also watch The Big O.
Is The Big O a movie or is it a series?
Series.
Yeah.
The thing is, I only really... And I've talked about this on air before. I only want to make you watch The Big O because of the bonkers buck wild final episodes.
This isn't the one with Elvis in it, is it?
You've asked me that so many times,
There's
and
literally-
I still have no idea what you're talking about.
Every time.
Famously, Nick, about The Big O, which one's the Elvis?
Like, there is a mech anime that's out there with an Elvis Presley motherfucker. And I swear that you said it's The Big O before.
I never have.
One day I'm going to find this anime, or I'm going to have to make it myself.
Which one's the Elvis?
There's an Elvis guy in an anime. It's not Redline. It's not that, because we've watched Redline.
No, we haven't.
Well, I've watched Redline.
Okay.
Which means we watched Redline. But, like, there's a guy who...
We watched Promare, or Promare, or whatever you call it.
Yeah, the Fire Force one. Yeah. Yeah, where it was made by MAPPA.
Yeah, what if arsonists were a suppressed minority and also good?
Oh, if only fire could put out more fire. Wait a second.
You don't need to put out the fire if you are the fire.
Ah.
Burn it all down. I'm Liam S. Smith, encouraging revolution. Dandadan.
Fuck, let me get the timer.
What
Hold
were
on.
the name of these two episodes?
Well, the name of the first one is, Like, This is the Legend of the Giant Snake.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one is The Evil Eye.
Snakes Ahoy.
Snakes Ahoy and The Evil Hoy.
I opened up a bag of Mongolian death worms. They were all alive.
That's good.
I'm angry, Australia.
Are you being Dave Hughes right now?
Yeah. That's the Snakes Alive joke. His famous joke.
Fucking hell. Is that the only joke
It's the
that he's
only
ever made?
Dave Hughes joke I know.
Incredible. I forget, do we do 1 minute or 2 minutes?
1 minute.
Well, in that case, your time starts now.
A bunch of rapists try to rape Momo, and Turbo Granny saves her, and she runs back to the house where a bunch of rural Yakuza ladies have taken them hostage and beaten the shit out of them. Momo brawls with them all, but the oldest and broadest of the ladies beat her up and kick her into a room where a big pit of sand falls down to an underground chamber of houses, and there's a giant worm in there that makes you want to kill yourself with its didgeridoo death rays.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Gigi is possessed by or haunted by a spirit with the evil eye that also makes you want to kill yourself. They descend to the bottom of the pit, get its backstory via traumatic ghost propaganda flashback, and he is tricked into being possessed by it and becomes super evil and declares his intent to kill all humans. And then he kicks spirit curse energy around like a soccer ball for cool anime battles, which we are promised next time.
Bang on cue. You
That's
had
everything important that happened.
1 second remaining, right in there. Well done. I'm very proud of you.
They'll do their job.
Now, Liam,
Nick.
let's talk about Dandadan.
Dandadan.
At length.
Season 2, new OP, it's fine.
It's pretty boppy.
It's very Okarun-centric in the animation.
Well, it's a show about his balls.
It's a show about the two of them finding each other.
Yeah.
And they're developing a relationship.
Much like, what's his name? The anatomical figure model guy
From the previous season.
from the previous season, finding the love of his life. I think Hino was her name. And coming together. That's what the testicles will also be like. So we open.
We do open, and it's traumatic and it's upsetting.
So we open on the cruel, callous gaze of a rapist.
Yeah, a cruel rapist's thesis.
Yeah. So
Yikes.
these guys.
Look, I've spoken at length. I don't want to dance around it. It's just uncomfortable.
yeah, you don't like the sexual imperilment,
It just-
as you've said.
I have nothing new to say about it. It just keeps happening.
Yeah.
It's
I
the low light of the show.
I get the vibe that there's something about Japanese media where this shit must keep happening, and it's like an influence on why it keeps showing up, because it's weird that it does keep showing up in Dandadan.
Yeah,
and
the
yet-
show about teens.
Yeah, and it's weird,
I mean,
right?
It's not just unique to Japanese media. Like, it always happened every episode in Game of Thrones.
That's also true. But Game of Thrones also was mostly just trying to use sex for political advantage in some way.
As was Dandadan.
Dandadan also an equally thrilling, medieval, incestuous. I'm trying to get like all the keywords off to get my HBO lineup here. Medieval, incestuous, sex-driven, meaty, both in terms of men and food, based on a novel, starring British actors from that one casting agency. Maybe Peter Stormare is there, I want to say.
No.
I want to also say there has to be an eclectic mix of weapons, so like swords, maces, humans being used as weapons.
I want to talk about these cultists, essentially.
Yes, the people who do the sacrifices, as we'll find out
Yeah.
later. So they look weird.
Yeah, they're grey, muddy, washed-out skin and glowing yellow eyes.
And all of them are about the same height, very
Same
similar.
build, very
Yeah.
squat. The glow of their yellow eyes is not dissimilar to the glow of energy from the big worm's face tendrils.
Yep.
I don't know if that's anything. Do we get any sort of lore on these guys beyond being the sacrifice cult?
I don't remember. I don't think so. I think it's generally just they are the ones who do the sacrifices. They're fucking weird. We don't like them very much.
Because I famously predicted last time they were like snakes in skin suits or something. Because
Yeah.
that would account for their odd appearance. But I guess they are just guys who look like that.
Yeah, they're just, normal people, I'm sure. They're just weirdos. Disgusting, horrible weirdos.
Too much exposure to spiritual worm death energy has made them all fucked up.
Yeah, fucked up and maybe immortal, question mark?
Yeah,
Ish.
that's unclear too.
Yeah. But they're all like grey pallor, very kind of burly, muscular, and all very the worst.
Yeah, there's a real, like, suburban creep energy to all of them. Like, the guys are the guys are obviously rapists. But
Yeah.
They all look like your one uncle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the women who come into the house, they all are very, like...
The housewives
Yeah,
of
exactly.
Yakuza gentlemen.
Yeah, the housewives of Silent Hill F.
Yep, pretty much.
The real housewives of Silent Hill F.
Literally, they are just gossiping with each other when we meet them for the first time as well, which is like, ugh. So yeah, they're in this hot spring. Momo is about to be taken advantage of, etc. But as we know, Momo has psychic
Momo's about to
powers.
be violently sexually assaulted.
Yeah. She's basically pinned down under the water, and then her psychic powers go haywire.
She starts, flinging some wild...
some smooth moves.
Yep, but they're too strong, they're too powerful, there's too many of them, until she gets unseen assistance from a little cat called Turbo Granny, who starts kicking projectiles and detritus around, clobbering these guys, and then drops a whole half a house on one of them. I think it's a Buster Keaton or maybe Charlie Chaplin movie.
I think it's
where
Buster
he's
Keaton,
standing in front of a barn and the
whole
facade
thing.
of the
Yep.
barn falls, but he's standing in just the right position so that he's in the top window.
Famously, Buster Keaton known for not caring if he died.
Yes, but that happens and Momo is in the doorway of the front of the building, and so unscathed, and then it collapses on a bunch of the rest of the guys. And then, very strangely... all of these guys are like, oh shit, look out, it's the Chamber of Commerce, let's get out of here.
And they're
it's
like...
just like some bureaucrats are like, oi, what are you guys up to?
Oh, it's you bloody Kiso blokes again, innit?
Keto?
Kiso. So, K-I-S-O.
It's K-I-T-O.
K-I-T-O? Keto? I thought it was K-I-S-O, because later they're like, we're the Kiso family. We've been taking care of this for fucking generations.
Let me double check.
No, Liam. Let me double check. Allow me to guide you along the rich tapestry of time.
Keto. K-I-T-O.
Fuck.
Hey, these are the guys from the Keto family. You guys are still up to no good. There's a bunch of guys in, like, grey jumpsuits.
Yeah.
Just looking like the most normal guys on Earth, being like, oh, you Keto family guys.
They don't look like anyone from the Chamber of Commerce.
They don't look like anyone from Dandadan.
It's so
The most
weird.
normal guys. Just Shinya Arano from Game Center CX over here being like, yep, we've come to this rural town to check out their game centers and turf out the snake cult mafia.
It's so funny because they just arrive out of nowhere.
And then
they're
all
like,
the guys like scuttle away over the rooftops being like, oh no, the Chamber of Commerce.
Ah, the Chamber of Commerce, no. And that's...
The most powerful force in rural Japan.
Yeah, Momo is getting changed behind like a little screen.
Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
Is that like
That's money.
Is that like the local government? Or is that
No,
like
that's like
the
a-
Better Business Bureau?
I'm pretty sure that's like a federal thing. We have a Chamber of Commerce here in Australia. And that is responsible for economic decision making, I think.
Are you thinking of the Reserve Bank of Australia?
No. So the Reserve Bank of Australia is independent of the government. The Chamber of Commerce is like, we need economics to go well for us to have money as a nation. Let's make sure that when we wheel and deal, we don't set
The
taxes.
Australian
so
Chamber
high.
of Commerce and Industry is Australia's largest business association, comprising state and territory chambers of commerce.
There you go.
Anyway, the Chamber of Commerce are here. Hooray, we're saved.
Hey.
They don't really figure into the rest of the episode.
Yeah. Hey, you keto motherfuckers, get out of here. You're not making money for us.
Having seen what we've seen of these guys so far, and then seeing what we see of them in the remainder of these 2 episodes, it's so fucking weird. Like, oh no, the friggin' Chamber of Commerce is here.
Well, think of it. They're clearly up to no good. The only people who can stop them are the ones who
The
have...
Chamber of Commerce.
The ones who have integrity, you know? And people that make money in the Chamber of Commerce, clearly, people of integrity.
Anyway, when Momo gets dressed, she has a quick chat with Turbo Granny, where Turbo Granny's like, I heard you were coming to the mountains, so I hatched my cunning scheme. And we see flashback of Psycho talking about how they need to go to the mountains, and then reflected in a shiny surface nearby is Turbo Granny.
Yeah,
And then
just
she's
hiding, just being like, oh.
hopping into Momo's backpack.
Yep, it's so good.
And then so she then spends the rest of these 2 episodes really in Momo's backpack, Banjo-Kazooieing around, giving her advice.
Never helping, just being like, I could take you on. I
Even
just don't
when
want to.
directly asked to help, she's like, nope,
Why would I help you?
I'm just here for the hot springs.
Yeah. There's a really good amount of time where Turbo Granny in the back of the backpack just looks super chill. And there's like, nothing can get me down.
That's good stuff. And yeah, on the way back to the house, she exposits that, oh yeah, got real bad vibes from that house. You're here to exercise. A lot of blood there.
Spilt way too much human blood for it to be safe. Just like my house in real life.
And meanwhile, as we alluded to before, a bunch of evil grey housewives show up back at Gigi's house and are like, we're coming in. You can't refuse us because we let you stay here without paying rent while your parents are in the hospital.
Yeah, and Gigi, as Gigi is very accommodating to them and being like, oh, I'll get you more snacks. It's okay.
They've got a very menacing energy. Like, I feel
like the guys.
They basically look exactly like the guys, but dressed in women's clothing.
Yeah.
Like, it's very like stereotypical masculine features on these old ladies.
I think they're less jacked, but also
They're still pretty jacked.
but equally like square head, kind of like what do you call it? Sunken features. Yeah, very sunken.
The main one has like a pink tracksuit, green like pearls or a beaded necklace,
Yep.
And then a big afro.
It's when you say it that way, it does seem absurd. When you see
This show?
well,
a bit
this show's off the fucking walls. But some of the characters look normal. Ira looks normal.
So true, and she's so normal.
She's so typical.
Look, I don't think we need to go through beat by beat on this awkward, like, getting interrogated by the spiritual cult mafia scene. But like, they come into the house, they're making themselves at home, like they own the place, because it turns out, in fact, they do.
Yeah.
They've hastily taped up a soccer poster over the hole they smashed in the wall last episode.
There's one bit where the head lady, the head of the keto lady, she pulls out a gun and is like, "Be a shame if you were to deny my request because I could kill. I have a hunting license.
I have a hunting license, and when you're hunting, you could accidentally shoot someone anytime. I'm Dick Cheney."
So then she points the gun at Gigi.
And Gigi's like, well, even if you've got a hunting license, if you're pointing a gun at someone, you'd still get in trouble with the cops.
And then a police officer knocks on the door, opens up, and is like, "Hello, it's me, Officer Sue."
This is that bit in John Wick where the cops come by his house. They're like, "John, you're not working again, are you? Ketos, you're not sacrificing humans again, are you?"
Is that in the first movie?
Yeah.
I should rewatch John Wick. We should watch John Wick. Anyway.
John Wick, JoJo's World.
Oh, welcome to John Wick World.
Don't force it.
No, we have to force it. This is the beauty of it. Anyway, so police officer shows up and is all like, "Your husbands are here." And then all the men, the serial rapist men with their dark grey pallor walk through the door and all like, "Hello, we're here again."
If Officer Suru didn't help us out, we'd have been in trouble.
Oh, classic. And he hops on the floor and starts like, chatting with everyone.
The cops are collaborating with the cult.
Oh, this is why the Chamber of Commerce had to step
That's
in,
right.
Liam.
They're unimpeachable.
Exactly. No one has integrity like the Chamber of Commerce.
Harry Potter in the Chamber of Commerce.
My lord, there's stocks in the dungeon. Just thought you might want to invest. Kadunk.
They do this whole, the thing that you see in so many
Harry Potter films.
mafia stories, where there's, putting his hand over Gigi's shoulder, being nice to him, but also with a deeply threatening aura.
Yeah.
And being like, "Who's this guy, eh, Gigi? Oh, he's my best friend. I brought him from Tokyo." Well, if he was your best friend, he'd know what your favourite football team is, wouldn't he? Huh?
And then Okarun meekishly is like, is it
Saint-Germain.
Saint-Germain. And they're
Which
like...
is Saint-Germain, but with a Z. You remember Saint-Germain?
Oh, yeah, Saint-Germain. Yeah.
From Castlevania.
No, not
As
even remotely.
portrayed by Bill Nighy, who was a sort of immortal time-travelling alchemist.
Oh! Yes, I remember
I assume it's a
Saint-Germain
real football team. I don't know why it's called
now. I
that.
don't fucking know. Maybe it is a Castlevania reference.
I doubt it.
I don't,
Because
but...
Saint-Germain in Castlevania was in itself a reference to some literary figure.
Maybe it's a reference to that literary figure.
Why? Why would that be the case?
Have you seen how many references are in Dandadan?
Not nearly as many as you think.
So, he says Saint-Germain, and then...
Ha 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 ha! I guess you really are his best friend. Anyway, I'm gonna go over here now.
So then they start talking a bit more, and then they're ousted by head lady.
Yeah, what exactly? Oh yeah, she's like, "Well, where's the girl that came with you, huh? You better not lie to me."
And Gigi's like,
What girl?
That's no girl. I don't know what you're talking about.
And then we cut away, and when we come back to the house, the guys have all stripped down to their underwear and beaten the shit out of...
Yeah, because they messed with the wrong family.
That's right. You never go against the family, Gigi.
You never
They were
go
calling
against...
him Jin, which I guess is his given name.
Yeah. You never
It's not
go
really
against...
come up.
You never go against the keto family because they're all on the keto diet.
Meanwhile,
Yes.
Momo goes to a shrine and meets a weirdo.
The Tsuchinoko shrine?
That's right. Tsuchinoko.
Tsuchinoko.
The fat snake.
The fat snake, which all morning I've been like, no, the snake is long. And you went, Nick,
I've
this
told
is
you about
literally...
the Tsuchinoko on air
Here's
so
the
many
photo.
times,
Yeah.
including last Dandadan episode.
Which I don't remember happening.
It was like the central figure of my prediction as well.
Big fat
On account
snake.
of how much foreshadowed it was in the last episode.
Yeah, so they're going to the Tsuchinoko shrine,
That's right.
which when they get there, Turbo Granny and
Yeah,
Momo,
the shrine guy, the priest, is doing a headstand.
for no reason to
Well,
become
for a very
big...
good reason.
Well,
He wants
for-
to become
yeah.
a content creator instead of a priest.
Yeah, he wants to get big on BooTube.
What could BooTube be?
Well, BooTube is like this horror wiki website I found.
Ugh.
So he's just like, oh, I wish I could be a BooTuber instead of running this
And he
stupid place.
injects that into like every line of conversation they have. I want to be a headstand BooTuber.
I want to be big in the BooTubing community.
Yeah.
So
So we can just assume that anytime we say he says something, he then follows it up with,
but I could be on BooTube doing this
Yeah.
instead. So Momo shows up and is like, hey, can I see the Tsuchinoko thing? Like, why this shrine is the Tsuchinoko?
this guy's got like a weird monobrow as well.
Oh, he does have a weird head, doesn't he? Yeah.
Got like,
It's like big wrinkles.
five.
but
Yeah, you're right.
I think it's from all the headstands.
You're absolutely right, Nick.
'Cause it's
and
like-
when you're right, you're right.
Yeah, which is rare. But
Five
it's-
lines in his forehead that slope downwards towards his nose.
Yeah, but he's got weird eyes from what I remember as well.
I mean, yeah, I think that's just artistic license.
Yeah, okay, all right. So he's just like...
Yeah, it turns out that while he was standing on
normal
his
guy.
head out front of the shrine, they thought it might have been some sort of religious thing, but it turns out he's got his phone on a little stand right in front of him, and he's videoing himself doing a headstand for content. Patreon.com/JoJo's World for all of your headstanding podcaster needs.
You can donate right now, and if you give us $700, we'll take a video of me.
Did you see that thing on, I think, the next to most recent Taskmaster, when one of the contestants was like, I could do a handstand, and then she tried to do a handstand. I was like, I haven't been able to do a handstand since I was like 15.
Wait, how old are they?
Like, I don't know, 30s or 40s.
Oh my god. I don't think I could do a handstand, to be
I've
honest.
never been able to do one.
Yeah, I think I could at one point in my life when I
You
was
watch
like
Dragon
5.
Ball and you see Goku doing those handstand press-ups, and you're like, that would be so cool to be able to do.
Yeah. And then you try and do one and you fall over and
That's
you're
right.
like, ow, never again.
That's right.
Yeah. I would legitimately love to like really get into calisthenics just so I could be like,
I've been really getting into calisthenics lately.
but like just so I could be like, hey, do you want to see me do a handstand? I'll do a handstand. Check it. And then just do a handstand. And everyone can just be like, Nick, you are
I don't believe you've
insufferable.
got what it takes to do a handstand, Nick.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't have what it takes to do a handstand. But if I got into calisthenics, I could do anything, Liam. I could walk on the moon. I could do a handstand, both requiring equal amounts of effort.
I've got something. The Shinto priest man is about to share the story with
With Momo.
of the legend of the great serpent god that this town was built around. Because they look at this very disappointing looking snake skin in the shrine.
Yeah, the
It's like,
story of the 200-year-old divine snake from which families have been sacrificing children for generations.
yeah, so let's get into it. There's a volcano in this town, and the myth emerged that if you sacrificed
A child.
a child of the village to the great snake that represents the volcano, you would keep it
At bay.
from erupting and consuming you in magna, but also in gratitude for the continuing sacrifices, the snake bestowed upon the town the gift of lucrative hot springs.
Which, I mean, they have hot springs, so...
And I've been listening to the Shelf by Genre podcast by Range Touch recently.
I do now.
Specifically their Junji Ito unit.
Ah, yes.
And I was listening to their bonus episode on the 2000 film adaptation of Uzumaki by the director Hikachinsky.
I didn't know this was a thing.
Apparently it's not very good.
Okay, great.
Anyway, but there's a bit of telephone game going on here between, what they talked about in this pod, the research they did, and they're watching the movie, and what the director of the movie said.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
some stuff might be getting lost in both literal and figurative translation here.
Okay.
But In the director's commentary for that movie, the director refers to a book which those hosts couldn't really find available in English, but did some basic Google translating, which talked about the folkloric beliefs of snakes becoming people and people returning to be snakes after death in Japanese, in rural Japan.
Is this like literally in rural Japan? They believed at one point.
Yeah, this is folklore.
Okay, interesting.
Allegedly,
Yeah.
Citation needed, as I'm saying.
Huge square brackets on the Wikipedia article.
Yeah. And obviously we've got like a snake cult in this town.
Yep.
The
parallels are there.
It also reminds me of the lore in Silent Hill F. Deep lore of Silent Hill F involves the town being such like a spiritually malevolent hotspot because of one of the 8 heads, or I think it's 8 heads. 8 heads of the Orochi landed there after they were destroyed in divine battle, and so that represents the river that runs through the town. And
evil old Hydra head river.
Yeah, and the other like folk beliefs around like without getting into full detail, like, there's a divine tree, and then objects who have
the Clyphon.
Tools that you've finished with that you leave as an offering at the divine tree. Is all that grew out of the like belief that the tree would like contain the Orochi.
Right. Okay. Is the tree like some kind of spirit?
Well, it's like Shinto, the worship that you give to something that is old and venerated gives it divine
power and yeah. This,
I'm not an expert in this stuff, but that's my understanding of it.
You know what's really funny about this? You know the video game Okami?
Yeah, it's all that.
Yeah, it's literally all that. It's like you awaken from a tree.
Snakes, spirals.
Oh my god, spirals.
But no, the other thing that they mentioned in this is that both this director, Higoshinsky, and Junji Ito have talked at times about how they grew up in rural Japan. And there was just like this eerie atmosphere in their quiet towns, like especially at night.
Yeah.
Which is very much reflected in this Dandadan episode. It's what I was driving the whole thing back to.
Right, I see. Because there's no one around. Everyone's really insular.
You've got to go outside to use the toilet, and it's scary at night.
Yep. It's like growing up in the hills.
Yes.
But scary. Because we grew up in the hills. Where,
the Perth Hills.
In the Perth Hills. Up in the little just to the,
you don't need to get that
east.
Specific.
We grew up in the east. In the east of
Mordor.
In the east of Mordor lies the hills. Where when you walk outside, you're like, oh, it's a snake. Or there's like a kangaroo just chilling there. And you're like, oh, how did that get there? But
probably jumped.
Yeah, but late at night when you hear possums screaming from the windows, or you see a strange goanna just run past like the fly screen, or a fox or something, and you're like, I don't want to go out there right now. It's like that, but in Japan. Where it's like, it's weird, eerie, and you don't want to go outside much. Yeah, I can vibe with it. There's some parallels, right? I'm cool.
I mean, there's a long history of horror, like, drawing on, like, eccentric and isolated rural communities.
Especially Australian films that love...
Wake in Fright, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
What's the one that's like Northtown or something, about a guy who's like, all right, boy, was it Snowtown or something?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like there's just one guy who's like, all right, boys, welcome home. Better get you on the crime, eh? And then they just do crimes together, and they're like, we don't want to do crimes. And he's like,
welcome home. Better get you on the crime, hey?
Better get you on the crime,
Did
boys.
you remember that Ben Mendelsohn movie? Animal Kingdom or whatever it's called?
No, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, figure out what you're talking about, then get back to me.
It won awards. It was like some random Australian film that was like...
Underbelly.
Maybe?
That's a TV series.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right. Well, I look forward to hearing back from you.
In 2 weeks' time, I'll come back and be like, crime? No, I've never seen
and
any
of course,
crime
Uzumaki, rural, creepy town.
A lot of weirdos in that town.
A lot of spirals.
A lot of snails. Yeah.
And the spiral is also kind of like a snake in that one movie. Which brings us back to what I originally started talking about.
The weird vibes of Silent Hill F are reflected perfectly in Dandadan.
And snakes.
Snake.
Not actually any snakes in this episode. Big misdirect. The snake was also actually a worm.
Ah.
Just like in Dune.
Dune Part 3.
Dune, God Emperor of Dune.
Yeah.
I assume.
Yep.
Has the big worm that makes you want to kill yourself.
Not quite, but let's say yes.
Could he do that with his phenomenal psychic powers?
No, I don't think he has phenomenal psychic powers. He's just an asshole.
Oh, does he not have, like, precognition or something.
Oh, he has precognition, but he doesn't have, like, I'm gonna
He
make
doesn't have
you...
telepathy.
Oh, maybe... I don't know if he has the voice, because the voice is what, like, the Bene
He can
Gesserit.
brainwash you somehow and make you believe in the golden path.
That might just be through interrogation and brainwashing by being like take him to
Revolver
the...
Ocelot.
Yeah, like take him to the torture chamber kind of things.
Okay.
I don't think he can, like,
I haven't read it.
psychically
I've
do
just
it.
read the Wikipedia plot synopsis because it
course.
sounded buck wild.
It
And
is.
I'm never going to read a Dune book.
Same.
I've got too much time on my hands to read Dune.
You've got too much spice for life.
That's right.
So Momo has a look at this, like, weird snake skin and is like,
That's a Tsuchinoko skin.
that sucks. That's really lame. The guy explains,
It's actually from the Snake God.
which, you know, for the last however many years, they've been blessed by child sacrifices and all
But my
that.
dad said we should call it a Tsuchinoko skin because that's more marketable.
And Momo's all like, why didn't you just tell this tale that is apparently making you money and
You're good at telling it.
put it on BooTube? And,
Ah.
and he's like, fuck! Which is great.
I've been wasting all this time headstanding.
See, this is the problem with rural communities. You never get the good
We're going to bring it
ideas.
all back and have Momo win the fight next episode by headstanding.
Well, Liam, that prediction is pretty good. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, so Momo goes back to the house and all the boys have been beaten up and all of the women are like, ha ha ha, now that you're here, we'll sacrifice the three of you because the worm likes to sacrifice threes.
And Momo immediately is like, the fuck, I'm getting
She
sacrificed.
throws down with all the guys, uses her psychic powers to beat them up.
Yeah. And now that she has freedom of movement, not trapped in a hot spring, she can just beat them the fuck
Yeah,
down.
there's some fun choreography here. She's like hucking tables at these guys and
And guys at those
at
guys.
one point she picks one up and throws one at another one.
So
She's like, she uses her psychic powers to pull one towards her and knee him in the face at the same time. That was cool.
And then immediately be like, ow, my knee.
Yeah.
So she's like going ham on them, but then one of them
Grabs her
from behind.
and he's getting real creepy again.
Once again, these
Don't need it.
rapists.
But
These...
then, Turbo Granny, Banjo-Kazooie's out of the backpack and it's like, get the fuck out of my face! The guy falls over and like slips on a wine glass and smashes his head open or something.
Yeah. And at that point, Momo's like, oh, Turbo Granny, you can help me. And she's like, I ain't fucking helping you. Why would I help
Yeah,
you?
I'm Turbo Granny.
I was just trying to have a nice little nap.
And then the old lady unleashes because it turns out she's the most powerful fighter in the world.
And
As
she...
seems to be tradition in Dandadan.
Yeah, and she does some insane choreography.
She's doing some kung fu.
Yeah, like there's a bit where Momo's just hucking like objects and objects and objects at her, and like
She's
machine
sliding
gun
under
style.
them. She's like moving like water.
Yeah, and she's like bouncing things off with like, you know, very what's the word? Precise hand movements, and then literally one of the guys is thrown at her, same hand movement, just bucks
Yep.
it off.
And she says, Jennifer Lopez Anaconda, and strikes like a kung fu pose, and then does a
Liam, how familiar are you with Jennifer Lopez's seminal work, Anaconda?
double-handed bent over punch.
Yeah, like the fusion dance.
Yeah, sure.
Liam, how familiar are you?
Not at all.
The 1997 film Anaconda? When you can't breathe, you can't scream?
Starring Owen Wilson.
No, starring Jennifer Lopez.
Is Owen Wilson in one of those? He's in one of the Anacondas.
Oh, no, sorry. Owen Wilson is in this film.
Thank you.
My apologies.
I remember because I heard the anecdote he told on a talk show once where he had skipped doing all of his pre-shoot workouts and they all went to take off their shirt to do swimming and the director came over and was like, whoa, Owen, here's a thought. Maybe your character swims with his shirt on.
Oh, I hate that.
Most devastating thing you could ever be
my
told.
God. Yeah, would you believe it stars Jennifer Lopez,
As the Anaconda.
hard to say.
Ice Cube.
Stars Ice Cube,
Star of War of the Worlds.
John Voight,
Ah.
a name that I haven't heard in so long, Owen Wilson, and then some other guys.
So there's a big snake and they've got to go get it.
Well, on the Amazon River, I think it's just there's a very, very big anaconda,
It'll get you.
and they all just try to run away from the anaconda for the whole film.
A classic movie.
I'm just looking at the reception section now. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's a 5
We
out
can
of...
agree that's a movie.
Yeah, it's a 5 out of 10. Pulpy Pleasures are constricted by its own absurdity, but, you know.
Pulpy Pleasures. The JoJo's World Orange Juice.
So we're
JoJo's
going
World
into-
Pulpy Pleasures.
When you need something to constrict your
Our
airways,
juice is mostly pulp.
when you need to constrict your airways, not free them up, try some pulpy
Pleasures.
Pulpy Pleasures.
We sell the pulp without the juice.
So it's more
You
pleasing.
can add it to any drink you want.
You can add it to your milk.
That's right, milk pulp.
So we're adding orange.
Pulpy Pleasures.
Just to make this very clear,
Welcome to Pulpy Pleasures.
is the pulp dry?
Well, it depends.
Well, it stays on the shelf longer if it's
Yeah,
dry.
exactly.
Yeah.
Shelf stable.
So it's sort of like,
It might be suspended in some sort of preserving agent.
well, it's a sugar substitute. Pulpy Pleasures.
Pulpy Pleasures.
Yeah, because you know when you're having your coffee and you're like, sorry, not coffee. When you're having your tea.
When you're having your coffee and you're like, this is going down too smooth. I need some more grit
I
at
need-
the bottom of this.
I need something to make me feel.
And something I can strain through my teeth.
Yeah, I need to feel unwelcome in this world.
I need to feel unwell after
But-
drinking my coffee.
But at the same time, I want it to be a pleasure
yeah,
to
Pulpy
feel
Pleasures.
Oh, yeah. And then when you drink it, your voice immediately goes down an octave and you go like,
Pulpy Pleasures.
how you doing, love?
I'm an orc.
Do you want to become
Looks like Pulpy Pleasures are back on the menu, boys.
Do you want to become an orc? Do we have the drink sugar substitute for you?
Pulpy Pleasures.
Wait, does it need to be marketed by someone who's like, hello, Pulpy Pleasures? Or does it get marketed by, hello, Pulpy Pleasures, isn't
It's
it?
unnecessarily gendered. So there's the blue packaging that's hello, and then there's the pink packaging that's like Pulpy Pleasures.
Sorry, just to pull you back a bit. Does it have to be blue or can it be black and red?
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Or,
like the protein shake
Neon
stuff.
Gamer Green.
Oh, 100%. But that's the gamer pulp.
That's right. Pulpy Pleasures Nitro.
Nitro X for
Yeah,
obvious
yeah.
reasons, yeah.
No,
which is actually just wood chips.
Pulpy Pleasures Microtransaction Edition.
You'll get your first pulp, right? Just a single pulp for the low price of $4.99.
You've found a pack of Pulpy Pleasures. You can use that to restore your stamina, but you'll take significant health damage.
I've never known anything but damage my whole life. I'm Solid Snake. That's a really bad Snake impression today.
What would Solid Snake do in these Dandadan episodes?
I mean, he would
I
do what
think
he
he'd
normally
probably
does.
kill himself because of the stuff that happens that makes you want to kill yourself.
Oh, of course. No, he would just be like, nothing's new then. And then he'd just keep going, right? He'd get on with the fucking
I've
mission.
been playing AI, the Somnium Files, the Nirvana Initiative,
Starring...
Kaname Date.
I thought it was starring the other guy.
Okay, but I want to talk about Kaname
Okay,
Date.
yeah, go on.
The
The
semi-psychic sci-fi detective who was
porn-powered...
empowered by reading porn magazines that make his reaction times 1.5 times greater.
Yep.
And I feel like, all that to say, he would survive this encounter by finding a succulent porn magazine and a delicious glass of JoJo's World Pulpy Pleasures.
No. The glass has to be mixed with something. We need another JoJo's World branded product.
That's right.
To mix
We'll
with the
get
Pulpy
R&D working on that and
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah. So basically, our lads are being beaten down, but then they beat down our lads, or should I say our lads? Yeah. Momo's getting beaten
Momo
down.
gets double fist punched, anaconda'd through 3 walls and into the spooky shrine room.
Which, if you remember from last time, was covered in ceiling symbols.
That's right. And
talisman
all
things.
of the Keto family mafia are like, that's right, Mum's the strongest old woman in the Keto family.
And they sort of golf clap her a bit and applaud and are like,
It seemed like she was using some kind of strange power.
Nah, I think she's just the worst.
She's a powerful old hag, like they actually exist. You got one in your own house.
Touche.
That's the exchange our protagonists have.
So, Momo and Turbo Granny...
What is up with the powerful old women in this show? What's all that about?
I don't know. It's just the
Spiritual
powerful
energy.
Yeah.
In the same way that the human testicles contain life
Yeah.
and therefore energy.
Yeah.
The body of a woman
Yeah.
can create life
Yeah.
and therefore energy.
Yeah.
And therefore you're incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same reason why...
And after menopause,
Yeah.
you can start consuming all of that powerful energy for yourself because
Yeah.
you won't need to create any more life.
Yeah.
Is that anything?
Not really, but
Okay.
we'll go with it. So...
I'm trying here.
We're
There's all
both
these-
trying.
There's all these spiritually significant old women in this show.
Well, I mean, it's all just like... If they're old, they're probably like more in tune with nature because they're wiser and older. You know, that's a trope. And they're also women that
which we support.
Yeah, I'm here
We're with
for.
her.
I'm with women. I'm with woman. I am with woman.
Oh, you're with woman? I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
When are you due?
Well, that's the thing about woman. So, yeah, she gets knocked into the other room. They start talking about the evil woman starts talking about how the Keto family.
I don't think any women are evil.
I'm just gonna be that guy and be like, there's some evil women. Like, so your face went pure white just now.
That's only because we're both hungover.
Oh, we're so hungover. We've been hungover for days. But we're more hungover today. So what was I? Yeah. So
the old woman is like, we're going to sacrifice you to the big snake because we're the snake called the Keto family that keeps this village safe and allows the lucrative hot springs to exist.
We've been doing it for 200 years. We're not going to stop now.
Yeah.
And
they all strike a big pose as a family.
They are so...
They're all given peace signs and slapping their biceps.
It's so fun. So then Momo's like, the fuck I'm going to get sacrificed. But for some reason, the floor is turning into sand.
Yeah.
And she starts sinking into the sand, is like, I'm sinking.
A classic case of encountering quicksand.
Yep.
You never think it's going to happen to you until it does.
Yep. So then, obviously, the first thing she does is...
sorry, we do get a bit more exposition.
Oh.
Which is that this very room and this house is where the human sacrifices have been occurred in this village for 200 years.
The house has changed.
Yeah, they've rebuilt and updated the house over the generations to fit with the times to make it a good trap.
Yep.
And the Keto family makes it their business to rent out the place to prospective sacrificers and then sacrifice them. And then I guess, as we see in the next episode, when the house gets too old or too haunted, they just chuck it down a big pit beneath the house.
And they just... I think that might be how they do the sacrifice. Is
Right.
Like, they just put the kid in there and then bury the whole house.
Right.
Or something like that.
Then why is there an ancient room in the side of this house, the shrine?
Well, you're not... No, that's not a room. That's just the hidden wall area.
Hidden wall area.
You know, there was no door to it. There's
Yeah.
no way in. There's none of that. It's just like, well, that's the altar.
Yeah,
Cover
that's
it
what
up.
I'm saying.
Oh, I have no idea about that part.
Okay.
Yeah. No clue.
Look, let's just speed through this next bit. Like,
Yeah.
Momo is trying to get out of the hole. They push her back in, but then the boys slam into the cultists from behind with a couch. And they're reaching
great.
for Momo, but then they all fall down through the quicksand into the subterranean worm chamber.
So this Mongolian death worm doesn't emerge yet, but we hear it.
Yeah, we hear... Also, at one point they make one of these guys bleed, and his blood is black.
Yeah.
What is going on with these guys?
So you know the bit where we got a bit confused because in the next episode it's like, that's the lady that sacrificed me with the kid.
In the flashback.
Yeah, in the flashback.
The lead lady in the flashback next episode looks just like the lead lady of the Keto family in the present.
Yeah,
And
so-
we weren't 100% sure in the act of watching if that is meant to be literally the same person, been doing this for hundreds of years,
Yeah.
or if it's just like the same archetype of matriarch of the Keto family.
Yeah, so potentially it could be that they are just that old and they're not really human anymore.
They've
or
been
something,
given death power by the worm.
Yeah, exactly. It's like something weird is afoot. Or they lack the sort of human aspect
they've
that
been-
humans have.
In the same way that all the ghosts in the rest of the show bring their color scheme to the scene,
Yeah.
these guys lack any inherent color
Yeah, due to their pallor
and grossness.
and yeah.
Their spiritual grossness.
Yeah, in their spiritual grossness.
But yeah, so they're in this subterranean chamber, and it looks cool as hell. It's like a Dark Souls underground level.
Yeah, big
you go
spiral kind of...
When you go to a Dark Souls level where a town has like been collapsed in a mudslide, and you've got to go find, the giant worm at the base of it
Yeah.
all.
You got your Blight Town.
Yeah,
you
it's
got...
basically like a platforming route of buried houses beneath beneath Gigi's house.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Gigi and crew hop into a house.
No, that's a bit happens before then.
Okay.
Gigi is falling off the side of a house. Momo tries to reach him with her psychic powers,
But
fails,
misses.
and he falls down onto the flesh. What looks like snake-like flesh, but is in fact worm flesh. Worm flesh.
And Okarun nerds the fuck out over this worm.
So there's this thing. It's a big old worm. It's got like
3 mouths? 2 mouths?
like a xenomorph. It's got nested human-like mouths in its face. Like
Yep.
Clockwork Clacky teeth.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the mouths look like that, but they're inside each other.
It reminds me of biblically accurate angels, how they have eyes within eyes.
Sure, yeah.
But its mouth.
But then ringed around its mouth is like a series of like, I don't know what
fleshy.
the term for the worm biology is, but like a bunch of like fleshy protuberances, like
Oh, you know what it reminds me of?
pseudopods.
Naked mole rat.
Yeah.
How like
the front of their nose.
Yeah, their nose kind of comes out and splits into starfish.
It's just a thing that worms have, I think. But
I didn't know that.
Some worms.
Oh, okay. I thought all worms were just like
perfect spheres. Nature's perfect sphere. Not
just
sphere. Cylinder.
I was gonna say not a sphere. No, that's the Tsuchinoko.
And so the Keto family all strike their ritualistic poses, and like, great serpent lord, we're blessed to you. And they're all talking to each other like, you gotta get the pose right or he'll eat you. Wow, this is the first time I've seen him.
I've never seen the Tsuchinoko before.
No, not the Tsuchinoko.
I've never seen the great serpent lord before. And they start sort of walking in a circle, doing like a bit of a ritual.
Yeah, doing a chant.
Yep. And Momo is like, oh my god, you gotta stop doing this. This is so dumb. Just run away.
A few things happen first, but just to cut to the end of these guys, they're walking around their little circle, and then the
Mongolian deathworm
plows through the platform that they're on, destroys them all.
Yep. And Momo immediately is like, it just ate them! It just ate them all! It's so good. It's such a good bit.
So, Turbo Granny pops out of the backpack. Banjo-Kazooie.
How do you get that sound so good every time?
And she says, that's a kuragari. And I'm looking up kuragari. And I'm getting Mongolian deathworm Dandadan.
Incredible. So this Mongolian deathworm...
And I'm looking up Mongolian deathworm, not Dandadan, on cryptids.fandom.com.
Of course it's with a fucking Z. Saint Germain, cryptids.
Oh, it's all connected.
They knew.
Pulpy Pleasures.
Pulpy Pleasures.
And in a nutshell, this is a
big worm.
A big worm, point of origin being Mongolia, the Middle East, Asia, North Africa.
Okay.
Habitat, deserts and underground. The Mongolian deathworm, the native name Olgoi Korkoi. I'm sure I've mangled that pronunciation.
Yeah. What? Can I see the spelling? Because I can actually pronounce probably.
Good luck.
My dad worked in Mongolia. Oh. Olgoi Korkoi.
Well, I'm impressed.
Not me. I probably got that wrong.
The native name means intestine worm due to its red blood-like colour and size.
Ooh.
The size of a large intestine.
Ooh. Wait, it's the size of a large intestine?
It has been described by many people as being from 2 to 7 feet long and having the ability... And this is talked about in the episode.
Yeah.
Okarun is like, but I thought they were only a couple meters long.
Yeah.
Described by many people as being 2 to 7 feet long and having the ability to spit out a corrosive yellow saliva and generate blasts of electricity. Both of which we see this one do
there you go.
later in the episode. Yeah. Although it's more of a sticky saliva in the show.
Yeah. Well, this is a big worm.
Okay.
It's not the small fry that's
However,
corrosive.
That latter power, the electricity, is thought of as being folkloric by the nomads of the Gobi.
Ah.
Western culture has come to call this monster the Mongolian deathworm. Okay, let me skim this for a couple of juicy anecdotes.
Shall I talk about Okarun's description of the Mongolian deathworm?
Because
he's like, oh my god, it's a Mongolian deathworm. I've read about it in my magazine.
And we flash back to when they were on the train on the trip here.
And he was showing them the Tsuchinoko bit, like the page.
Yeah. And the camera just pans down to the cover to like a huge
Mongolian deathworm feature.
Lushly rendered illustration of the Mongolian deathworm on the cover of the magazine.
And he's like, I thought they were only a meter and a half long. They look just like that. But this guy, obviously, way, way, way bigger. He's like...
This website is so dumb.
Because
Mongolia had been under Soviet control until 1990, very little was known about the deathworm in the West. In recent years, investigators have been able to look for evidence of its existence. Ivan McCurl, one of the leading Loch Ness monster detectives, studied the region and interviewed many Mongolian people about the worm. Due to the sheer volume of sightings and strange deaths, he came to the conclusion it was more than just a legend. Nobody's sure exactly what it is, but they're certain it's not a real worm, because the Gobi Desert is too hot for annelids to survive.
No fucking shit, there's no Mongolian death... What?
They're saying it's real, but it's not a worm. Some have suggested it might be a skink.
Oh, so they think that we've just said Mongolian deathworm, but it's actually just a different kind of animal.
It's a skink.
The Mongolian death skink. Oh, but it lacks the sort of... in the desert.
The most
Mongolian
probable
death
explanation
worm.
is the death worm is a new species of Amphisbaena, or worm lizard, a group of burrowing reptiles.
Hi, my name is Worm Lizard.
It will take more years of research to satisfy the rest of the world's scientific
For
community.
fuck's sake.
In 2005, an expedition from the Center for Fortean Zoology crossed 1,000 miles of the Gobi on the track of the death worm. They concluded that it was probably a large, unknown type of worm lizard, and the powers attributed it were apocryphal. No, you don't say. The main antagonists in the Tremors series, called graboids,
Yeah.
were based on the death worm.
Oh, there you go.
Citation needed.
Oh. So actually, probably not.
Terraria has multiple worm-based enemies. Great, what a good website.
I just love that, like, any connection is a connection.
Yeah. Worm. I'm looking at TV and I'm seeing worm, and I'm pulling up cryptids.fandom.com. I'm surprised there's no mention of Dune on this webpage.
Well, no, but Dune is fiction, right? It's set in the far future.
Yes.
Man is the worm. It's already well explained.
Nick,
It's not-
I'm sorry to tell you that Terraria is also fiction,
No.
as is Ark Survival Evolved.
No, you know, the worm in Terraria is based on the Mongolian death worm. It's not a man that is a worm, like in Dune. It's not the same
Are
thing.
all the worms on Dune?
No, just the one worm that is a man.
I feel like you're kind of undercutting your own point there.
Yeah.
Here's a handsome illustration
Ooh.
of the Mongolian death worm about to consume some sort of bilby.
My God. Oh my God. Why? Why is it so scary? Jesus. Okay.
And that's what our protagonists have to deal with.
Yeah. I'm glad that our listeners could see that.
Yeah, I
image,
know.
'cause-
It's, visual stuff doesn't really
Yeah,
read, but
it's-
it was worth sharing for your
Yeah,
reaction.
yeah.
Animorphs cover of me turning into a Mongolian death worm.
So this Mongolian death worm,
The worm.
after eating,
Would you
the
still
lads-
podcast with me if I was a Mongolian death worm?
I think I just want to kill myself, if I'm being honest with you.
Because of my psychic rays.
Exactly.
The
So-
worm that makes you want to kill yourself.
So they basically start running away.
They
because-
they hot foot it into a nearby house's window.
And once they're inside, Gigi's like, okay, guys, what are we going to do? He turns around, and Momo and Okarun are writhing on the ground, unable to move.
Momo's in the fetal position. Okarun is clutching his head, and then he goes all ghost mode.
Yeah.
Like, not normal Okarun action ghost mode, like
Bad turbo granny.
bad possessed
weird.
ghost
Yeah.
mode, and then he, girl from the ring attacks Gigi, and that's our cliffhanger.
Yeah. So the Mongolian deathworm is ringing out its didgeridoo psychic wave.
That's
Thing.
so true, and you're so right.
And as we learn, it basically makes Okarun and Momo just want to kill themselves. They
Yeah.
just want to die. And Gigi's like, don't do that. Don't
Gigi
do
is
that.
unaffected, and I think, there's a couple of potential explanations that the episode gives us.
Mm-hmm.
My first thought was, like, is his superpower going to be that he's so, like, thick and dense that spiritual stuff just doesn't work on him?
He's
but-
just shredded. He's so lean.
I think the answer we come away with is that it's either his incredible inherent spiritual power,
Mm-hmm.
or the fact that he's being proactively haunted and gaslit by different yokai.
Yeah, I think it's either both or just that evil eye is cancelling
Yeah.
out the psychic waves. I think it's one of those two, but it could be either.
With Turbo Granny's advice and assistance, he cable ties both of them, and then he's doing an escort mission, running through the ruins as they're both trying to, like, slam shards of glass into their guts. Momo's using her psychic powers for it, which is especially problematic.
Yeah, we got to talk about how good Gigi is. Like as a dude, he's a good guy. Like
You hate to see it.
he doesn't
You hate to see that the most annoying character in the show is also the most self-sacrificing and
yeah,
ethical.
he doesn't have any special powers at this point. He is like he doesn't want to kill himself, which is fair, that's pretty normal. But like he's putting himself in front of like shards of glass.
Yeah, he gets like
knives,
a big
scissors.
stab through his arm in the effort to stop Momo from killing herself.
Yeah, there's so much he's putting himself through just to be like, no, I don't want either of you to die. And he's just like trying to protect them with all of his heart. And so he's like running around, making sure they stay alive. And then he trips on some stairs and they try to jump off the edge. He's like, no, stop that. Don't do that. And then,
Fucking escort missions.
and then,
I'm trying to help you.
as we know later, Evil Eye. We get a couple flashes before this.
So this is the ghost that's been haunting Gigi, which at the end of his intro episode, he's been like, I haven't been able to sleep because this big guy keeps watching me.
Yeah, which, to be fair, if he was watching me, I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Yeah.
But we get some flashes
He
of, like...
superimposes himself between Gigi and the worm, like his stand.
Yeah.
And is radiating, counteracting purple miasma versus the worm's golden miasma to diffuse its make you want to kill yourself aura.
With his own make you want to kill yourself
because
aura.
Turbo Granny exposits, that ghost has the evil eye. Don't look at it in the eyes or it'll make you want to kill yourself.
And you literally went, all right, we need to chill with the
We need
things
to talk about stop with all the ghosts that make you want to kill yourself.
That's...
I mean, that is some, like, Ju-on the Grudge shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other thing, just talking again about that Range Touch podcast, I listened to their podcast on the J-horror movie Pulse.
Pulse? What is Pulse?
That's one where they accidentally used the internet to open a portal to the ghost dimension, and then ghosts come through doors and they touch you and make you want to kill yourself.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So, like, literally you'll open a door and a ghost will be there.
And you'll be in
like,
a creepy room, and then a ghost will appear, and it'll touch you, and you'll lose all the will to live.
Boop. I die now.
That's right.
Interesting.
Because the ghosts are consumed by loneliness.
Yeah. Is it similar to...
I haven't seen it. Though apparently one particular scene of it is all the time topping out, like, you know, top 10 scariest scenes in a horror movie lists.
Yeah. I know, like, there's a movie I watched where it wasn't, like, ghosts or anything. It was just that people started, like, disappearing. And so the only thing that was left was, like, almost like a nuclear...
Oh, I think this is that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because, like, literally someone, like... There's a fucking terrifying scene.
Like I said, I haven't seen it, but that's...
Yeah.
aligns with the descriptions.
And it's like literally there's one bit where this guy is like, please just maintain any level
and
of
he hides
hope.
under a couch.
No, I think he like...
Oh, there is a scene where a guy hides under a couch.
Yeah, I think he like turns around to go like get some water or something, comes back, and then there's just a shadow on the wall, and he's like,
oh shit.
No! But it's like, you can't do anything once they're gone, so it's like, no. But I don't think it's ghosts, I think it's just like, no one knows
there is
why.
ghosts in that one.
Oh, okay, alright.
And
There's always
this
a
sounds
ghost.
like the same movie.
Yeah, okay, alright. No, it's great. I love that movie. It's very formative.
But yeah, especially towards the end of the episode when possessed Gigi fully manifests, we're getting some serious, like, The Grudge style lingering curses of deceased spirits shit in these episodes.
Yep. They really hammer home. There is some bad JoJo in this, or should I say some bad Gigi in this house.
Well, either way, you haven't said bad juju, so...
I was being delicate.
Look, I just want to flag it now, even though it won't be significant till later. Throughout this whole subterranean thing, we're seeing like strands of what look like spider web throughout the whole scene. And it's not really drawn attention to until much later, but it's just worth flagging that for now.
Yeah, you'll find out what the fuck that is, listener. You'll find out.
So, yeah.
Hey, yeah.
And as you alluded to before I cut you off, we've been getting these just like couple of second flashaways to like something with long white hair in an empty chamber this whole time.
Yeah.
But then, Evil Eye Ghost manifests itself. It looks creepy as hell. It's got like it's got the traditional image of the evil eye for its two eyes.
It's very like lank, long, kind of not lithe, but
it's got a bowl cut.
Yeah,
and it's got
a scary face,
mutated.
Its eyes are vertical for a start.
Way too big grin.
Yep.
Vertical eyes, and then like not quite a third eye in the center of its forehead, but like the flesh is warping in a way that evokes that.
Yeah, which later down the line, I think we know what's up.
Yes.
It's like, that's the evil eye question?
So the evil eye, of course, is I think one of the oldest pieces of
I know in Italy it's
still
a big
existing superstition.
Yeah.
Yeah, big in Italy, as well as like selling charms to ward off the evil eye.
I think
blue eye Nazar amulets, which look quite a bit like the eyes of this creature, are sent to give you protection from the evil eye.
I think the devil horns is actually protection from the evil eye, which is why you do that, because it looks.
It's also the symbol for cuckoldry.
Oh fuck yeah! Wait, why am I doing it? Oh no.
The evil eye is one of the oldest.
Wait, is the symbol for cuckoldry?
The horns of the cuckold.
Oh, like the bull?
Anyway, belief in the evil eye. This is from Britannica.com.
Okay.
Belief in the evil eye is ancient and ubiquitous. It occurred in the ancient Greece and Rome, in Jewish, Islamic, Buddhist, and Hindu traditions, and in indigenous, peasant, and other folk societies, and has persisted through to modern times. Most often accused of casting the evil eye include strangers, malformed individuals, childless women, and old women. A Slavic folk tale, for example, relates the story of a father afflicted with the evil eye who blinded himself in order to avoid injuring his own children. More frequently, however, malice toward and envy of prosperity and beauty are thought to be the cause.
Huh.
In medieval Europe, it was considered unlucky to be praised or to have one's children or possessions praised, so some qualifying phrase such as God will, or God bless it, was commonly used.
Huh. That's interesting. They didn't like people praising things. That's really interesting.
Whole bunch of ways that, folkloric rituals to protect yourself from it, like, having certain talismans or amulets, or
Stabbing your own eyes out, apparently.
consuming certain foods or drinks, certain hand gestures. Like, it's so broad and so old that there's really everything's at play here.
Everything's an evil eye.
And everything protects you from the evil eye.
Yeah.
Except for the things that give you the evil eye.
What about eyes? Do eyes help or do eyes hinder?
A popular type of amulet is the good luck charm, such as the birthstone or rabbit's foot.
Hey, the rabbit's foot. It's just a very common thing. It's a normal everyday object where you just carry around a rabbit's foot and people are like, blessed.
Normal.
Well, not now, but back in the day
Sure.
when you were dealing with the evil eye, you'd carry around your rabbit's
Hate
foot.
it when I'm dealing with the evil eye.
Man, I was at work the other day and this guy came up to me with the evil eye and I was like, not today, sir. I've got my rabbit's foot on me. And you know what he did? He died.
Whoa.
That's right. No evil eye for me, buddy.
Anyway, so the evil eye ghost is radiating his purple sex energy to counteract the golden kill yourself energy.
The golden camo energy.
That's right.
Yep.
Of the worm. Okarun goes Super Saiyan and it's like, I'm going to go fight that worm to distract him. He does a cool
Full throttle.
Goku headbutt through Piccolo, knocks off the worm's head, but because it's a worm, it just regrows. They're lucky they don't have to deal with two worms now.
No Hydra. So this guy...
That's right. No Hydra.
No Hydra. So this guy regrows his head, and Turbo Granny immediately, or maybe Momo immediately, is just like, fuck, that's unfair.
And Gigi is running down the corridors, and Evil Eye Ghost has wrapped his long, spindly limbs around him and is just staring at him.
And Turbo Granny repeatedly...
Well, not yet, but...
Yeah, but, it's just like, don't look in the evil eye.
Don't listen to that stupid ghost. It's obviously evil and trying to trick you. But Gigi is subjected to what is becoming a pattern in this show, the traumatic ghost history vision. But it turns out this time it's malevolent propaganda designed to
lure him in.
Yeah.
So he basically
The origin of this ghost was there was a little boy,
little
malnourished boy stuck in the sacrifice chamber, watching through his bars all the other children playing.
And all he wanted to do was dance
and play with them.
Yeah. But he never could because he was going to get
And he was
sacrificed.
starving, and he would do his creepy little smile as he imagined playing with them.
Yeah.
And then he got sacrificed to lava and consumed by fire.
So he's stuck at the bottom of this pit where the Keto family...
And they all look exactly the same.
They all look exactly the same.
Unclear if this is meant to literally be them or it's like their historical equivalents.
And they're just like, the boy will be sacrificed. Don't worry about it. And
thanks, worm. Thanks, serpent.
The lava slowly but surely comes up to his feet, and then we only see him getting consumed by fire.
I said as much to you, but lava would be one of my least favorite ways to go.
I think it would be fine once it got going, but the process of it would be fucked. Because if it gets so hot, you probably wouldn't feel it. It's like a blowtorch. You actually don't feel the blowtorch because the nerves just immediately...
Well, I don't know that to be true.
Yeah, but if you're
like a
close to it-
lightsaber.
No, legit, it's like, if it gets really hot, you'll be like, it burns. But if it's like, the lava's slow, so you'll be like, it burns. But once it gets to you, like, I don't feel anything anymore. So, I don't want to be subject to it.
Yeah.
It's
I would
slow,
still
and I'm like,
prefer not to be consumed by lava.
Yeah. I would rather that my insides were eaten out by ants than be consumed by lava.
I would rather die in space.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
I would hate to die in space. It's like, when you're in space, the pressure would, explode.
Yeah, but then you're up there,
And then you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can look at the sky.
And then...
Yeah, you can look at the sky.
once you've exploded...
Yeah.
Then your atoms, they're going in all sorts of directions.
That's true.
That's the freedom of the universe.
You both enjoy the last thing I
That's
see.
my legacy. I'm going everywhere.
You want to see the beauty of the universe.
And hell, maybe some of my molecules will land on a planet that can support life and become life. And then, that's the planet of the Liams, baby.
The planet of Liam, aka Old Saturn.
That's right.
Once the DNA hit, it was only a matter of time until Liam became the face of Saturn.
Hey, guys.
Welcome to JoJo's
Yeah,
World.
exactly.
Soon the podcast took over the galaxy. Everyone knew the hot take every week from JoJo's World. But as Saturn turned, so too did the podcast.
We see the burnt husk of a corpse of the boy.
It's being picked at by
crows.
ravens or crows or something.
And one of the children passing by is like, hey, he's still alive. He's wriggling around.
That's the crow, man. That's
Yep.
the crow.
But the ghost is still there, and it manifests in the child's home
yeah.
and looks at his parents.
So
And his parents kill themselves.
yeah, so this is over, like, obviously multiple generations where it's like you have a traditional family from 200 years ago in a traditional-looking home, and the kid is, like...
And the kid, he's...
weirded out,
His
I
ghost
think?
form at this point is the least malnourished he's looked.
Yeah, he
But
looks-
he's got this long shock of white hair, and he's just wearing this loincloth.
Yeah, he looks pretty normal in the first one. Then in the second generation, the kid's like, oh, it's a ghost.
And he's got like knee-length white hair at this point. Cousin It mode.
And I can't remember if this is the one where he starts dancing or the next one where he starts
Yeah,
dancing.
I think we see 3 of these. And in
Yeah.
the third one, he starts doing that little dance he saw the kids do.
But all 3 times the parents kill themselves.
Yeah.
Because of the scary aura that
Well,
he
because of the
radiates.
evil eye.
Yeah. And so on the third one, he...
After the parents kill themselves, the Keto family come on in, and they're like, damn, dead parents, huh? What are we going to do with the kid? Let's sacrifice it to the giant serpent lord.
Yeah, bury the whole house, leave the kid inside, the serpent lord will come and eat him, we'll be sated for another year.
And Ghost Boy recognizes the lady. It's like, that's the lady who tried to sacrifice me. Then in the buried house, which we see quick shots of like Earth Mover.
Yep. A big...
He's futilely
excavator.
trying to undo the bindings that this kid has been tied to a chair with.
But his hands just keep going through.
Because he's a ghost.
Oh, no. And then he vows sweet revenge because no child should be sacrificed like this. They can't keep getting away with this.
And so what happens? Because the figure of the evil eye ghost we've been seeing so far looks like this third boy.
Yes.
It's got the same haircut. The same sort of bowl cut with a distinctive fringe.
So the way I thought of it was, you know how physically, like downstairs, later we see the corpse and it's been growing the hair the whole time.
Yeah.
Throughout. I think what's happening is throughout the altar, that hair has been growing out and out. And that's the representation of him getting longer hair. But the ghost, it just malforms into the version we see around Gigi now.
Yeah.
So in that moment where he's like, oh, I'm going to enact revenge on, the Keto family or whatever.
Yeah, I guess this
humanity.
kid is the current vessel of the yokai.
Yes.
But that kid has long since died himself.
Yes. And so skipping forward a bit, basically Gigi is compelled to go downstairs and see the body of the dead boy.
There's an interesting shot here where Gigi is running downstairs with an expression of great determination on his face. And the way his fringe falls just happens to form a perfectly vertical eye-shaped space in his forehead.
That's
so I thought that was
interesting,
considered character design.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. So yeah, he goes downstairs. The husk of the sacrifice,
Basically the mummy that we saw tied to that stake
is still there.
Yeah.
And all the hair.
And Gigi's like, he's been suffering all along, this poor little ghost boy.
Yeah, the hair that has been growing on that ghost boy is the hair that is the spider webs going throughout the house.
That's cool.
And so I'm thinking that over time the hair's been growing, but the ghost
As has his curse.
Yeah, as has the power of the yokai. But now, after saying I'm going to get revenge, he turns into this warped, malformed version of itself.
Yeah.
Even though the body is still, or the vessel is still the boy. With all the
And
hair.
it's like the acrobatic silky flashback. Even though there was some dialogue from the little ghost boy, so much of it is non-verbal that we're having to make some projections.
Yeah. So there's one more shot of like the flash of that boy with the long hair.
Oh, Gigi does like go down
Except-
to the barn at the bottom of the pit and like takes a huge wooden plank off the door and opens it up, and there's the mummy in there.
Yeah. There's one more little flash where instead
and you know
of
what he
the
found
boy,
down there?
the boy,
A delicious mug of
Pulpy
Pulpy
Pleasures.
Pleasures.
Dry. Old.
Hairy.
He tried to mix it with lava. Yeah, so there's one more flash where instead of seeing the ghost boy, we see Gigi in that.
In the original sacrifice chamber that the ghost boy was starving and looking at the poison. Once again, he gets the warning from Turbo Granny, and he's like, "No, he's just like us.
He's literally trying to trick you.
Yeah." And meanwhile, the ghost guy is angrily glowering and wrapping his body around Gigi.
Yeah, he even has like an upside down mouth as well. Oh.
So Gigi communes with the spirit. Oh, and at this point, the giant worm starts shooting electricity at everyone.
Yeah, and they're all getting paralyzed. But Gigi's like, no, I have to talk with this kid. So he
goes into the mindscape. He enters AI the Somnium files.
He enters the Somnium, and inside this dream world is the kid still trapped in his little sacrificial, like, hovel.
That's right.
And
he's like, I want to play.
And so Gigi's
I'm just
like...
a little boy, and it's my birthday, and I want to play.
And Gigi's like, all right, Oliver Twist.
Yeah, and of course, Gigi is an
enthusiastic
big enthusiastic idiot. Yeah. So he's like, I'm a nice guy. I'm going to play with this kid.
I'm going to play with you whenever you
want.
want.
Come play with us, Johnny. Forever and ever and ever.
And so...
The Shining.
The evil eye's like,
ha 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 ha.
The contract is sealed.
I am thou art I.
The wheel of fate still turns.
I'll get some dialogue.
I just thought... Hang on, I need to do my best Soul Calibur voice here. The wheel of fate still turns. AI the Somnium files. That's a thing. That has to be a thing. Right? That's an arc cis-ass.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, that was it.
Gigi is talking to the collapsed body of the boy in the dreamscape.
Yeah.
He says, I was scared. I thought it was your fault.
He was petrified.
But you were going through so much pain. And he says, I want to play. And Gigi sits down next to him at his feet and says, let's play together a ton. What you want to play? Zoo, zoo, zoo. He's doing his little noises. I'll hang out with you as much as you want. And he does his evil smile. He's like, you finally said it. Gigi is spiritually wrapped up in all that white hair. And a lot of purple energy surges through it. And Gigi throws his head back in pain and gets super possessed by evil eye ghosts. And then they all get electrocuted and gooped again.
Yep. Except this time when
Gigi stands up, he turns into a JoJo character.
Now, Liam, there might be...
He put on the stone mask.
Yeah.
He become Dio Brando.
Liam, there might be a reason why everyone wanted us to watch Dandadan.
And it's because of Gigi.
It's because maybe this guy resembles a certain someone.
Oh.
A certain purple man. A certain buff, huge star platinum.
Oh, no way. I didn't see that.
No? Oh.
No, what I think what he reminds me of is Dio having stolen the body of Jonathan Joestar. Finally, I have acquired this body, he says. And then stares into the camera, including his third eye that's opened in his forehead.
Yep, the evil eye.
Stares into the camera and says, it's time to murder all humans.
We fucking love this guy.
He's super possessed. He's got big spiritual earrings.
They're like big squares or big rectangles.
Gigi, that thing, is that the evil eye's power? And then...
just responds with, fuck you.
Kicks the shit out of Momo. She has to use her spiritual powers to block.
Yeah, Turbo Granny very quickly exposits. It should be really fucking obvious why, but Gigi has insane spiritual power.
And also look he's physically fit.
And look at that physique. I mean, who wouldn't want to possess that?
I wish I had possessed him.
Awooga.
He says, this vessel is now mine. He's doing his shonen villain shit.
Yeah. And he's
going to take his frustrations out on all humans forever. Then there's just generations of bad spiritual miasma in this space, which he coalesces and forms into a purple skull smoke soccer ball shape.
Yeah, he turns... So basically, the big Mongolian deathworm does another electric shock.
Oh, I've got the line here.
Go on.
He says, in this... It's very The Grudge.
Yeah.
In this cursed house where grudges will never be rid. In this cursed house, the deepest grudges of all the murdered will reject everything.
So
and then he kicks a big soccer ball of spiritual energy through the worm.
Yeah, so the worm tries to electrocute him. He makes this house, like a mini house of...
Oh, also he's only wearing his underwear.
Yeah.
Don't know what to make of that.
Well, how else are you going to see the beautiful physique? So yeah, he makes this little house that rejects everything.
Yeah.
And when I say everything, I mean everything. And then he morphs it into the ball, which is now a soccer ball. and just kicks
Yeah,
it
and
through
we
the
see
Mongolian death worm.
the purple after trail of the ball, like
Yeah.
smashing through the worm, and it's like golden light. You know, again, we're playing with
Yeah.
lighting and color in a fun way.
And it's like, this dude just goes right through this worm. Like, the only reason the worm is still alive is because he's like, you keep escaping into the walls and the sand, and my ball can't go through that. That's annoying. I don't like that.
The the reveal that the joke was significant got me quite good. Turbo Granny says to Momo, "Seiko's told you it so many times. She kept saying this guy's a genius."
It's so good.
And we get a flashback to all the times that we did that. You know, we thought it was just her responding to his flattery, but explaining the evil eye was targeting him to use as a vessel because he's a genius with spiritual power.
He is both a perfect siphon and a perfect vessel. Those are two different things.
Hunker down, Momo. He's not on your side. He goes to kill Momo, but then, vroom,
Okarun.
Okarun's there. Counter kick to the deadly soccer kick that was going to kill Momo, and the way it's positioned, it's a reflection of the soccer match they were having in the previous episode that devolved into their boyhood tussle.
Yeah.
Now they're having a soccer-themed deadly ghost fight to defend Momo.
Before they were playing soccer as boys, now
They're playing soccer as
men.
ghosts.
Oh, okay. So Okarun's just like, you you punched Momo. I can't be having that.
I'm gonna kill the shit out of you.
And this new evil eye Gigi is like,
Evil Eye Joe, where did you come from? Where did you go?
yeah.
Yep, we don't need to build on that.
It's that's pretty much it. It's like, yep, I'm gonna murder all humans. Boom.
I hate it when you murder all humans.
And that's it.
That's
Cliffhanger.
it.
Cliffhanger.
I'll save it for predictions.
Hey, Liam.
Nick,
Highlights?
highlight.
Lowlights. My highlight is the soccer ball anatomy, because you got to understand the anatomy in this fight sequence.
What do you mean anatomy?
So one of the hard things to do with human bodies in animation is get the anatomy looking very realistic, right? So like if you have someone in clothes, you kind of work around that a bit because you can stylize it and be like, oh, they're a bit floofy. I'll just like fluff it a bit. If you have someone who's just wearing their underwear and they're fucking shredded, it's like, okay, this is like the purest form of getting this right, you know? And someone clearly watched a lot of soccer matches and a lot of gymnastics to be like, yeah, I got this. And it just, like, the whole time you're watching, you're like, they nailed.
Yeah, Bucky the grappler.
The movement is so
Ping pong.
good. Like, the whole thing is, like, so, like, vibrantly exhilarating in terms
It's
of, like...
visceral and dynamic, but also fluid.
Yeah. It's got pulp to it, but, like, wet pulp.
Anyway, my highlight.
Yeah.
The rug pull on the sympathetic ghost flashback, because I really enjoyed the way, you know, because we had the acrobatic Silky flashback previously, which had, you know, conditioned us to come in with the approach that, you know, ghosts have traumatic backstories and we need to understand and accept that and work out how to save them from themselves.
Yeah.
But turns out this one's like, nah, I'm just using that against you, mate.
Yeah, I love that this one is like, well, we've been warning you, it's tricking you. And we're like, no, but you don't get it. It's like, no,
I am just tricking you.
Yeah, I'm literally telling you it's tricking you. And you're like, it's not tricking me, the viewer. And then it gets to that point, you're like, shit.
Dang, got tricked.
Yeah, but that's how they get you.
A ghost trick.
Yeah. Low
Phantom
light.
detective.
Let me guess.
Yeah, we all know what my low light is. I don't need to go into the details.
The rapistadors in their
I don't like that.
the hot spring bastards and their little
Their
escapades.
conniving ways.
Yes.
Oh, actually, I changed my mind. My highlight is the Chamber of Commerce.
We all love the Chamber of Commerce and their high
If only
integrity.
the Chamber of Commerce was here to save Gigi from that ghost.
Oh, if only. Do you think Gigi's a JoJo's reference?
No.
Okay. My
Why
low
would that
light.
be the case?
My low light is probably gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Because even though it's like, it's so effective to the point where it's so effective.
But it's not, though, because, like,
How so? Did it make
just
you uncomfortable with the
doesn't
situation?
really figure into the rest of the plot at all.
Sure, but it's also like, hey, we don't like these dudes one fucking bit. They are clearly bad dudes.
Yeah.
We need to punch the shit out of them. It's like, okay.
There are so many other ways you can communicate that.
Sure. But Liam, let's not talk about communication. Let's talk about the most important thing
Let's
known
not
to the
talk
universe.
about communication.
No, we're not talking about communication, Liam. That's old news, all right?
Let's not communicate about talking.
Yeah, let's commune about talkication.
Ask me the question.
What do you think, Liam, is going to happen in the next 2 episodes of Dandadan? In the episodes entitled You won't get away with this. And if the page ever loads, that's like way deadly. Those are the real names.
And you're really annoyed that the dub put slang in this show?
That slang's fun though. That's fun slang. The slang that they put in is just a bit cringe.
All slang is when you're too old for it.
You won't get away with this, and
Anyway.
that's like way deadly.
The two of them need to fight Gigi to save him from himself.
Of course.
It'll be hard because he's super tough.
Same.
But they'll figure out some way to trick and trap his ghost in such a way as he becomes a new ghost-powered member of the team.
Do you foresee any particular, like, specific kind of tactic to use in order to
There's going to be a lot of, like, soccer match bullshit going on with this ghost.
Okay, all right. So do you think it's going to be mostly, like... So you know how we've had things that have been quite stylized so far in this show?
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be, like, a literal... You're going to hear soccer sirens and, like, the crowd cheering as they're fighting kind of thing?
Maybe when they kick the big ball of spiritual energy into his nuts and it blows the ghost out of his head, then it'll go, goal! Blow, 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 blow!
Yeah, Tobo Granny is the... Yeah.
Safe. Or maybe he will become the major antagonist of the show.
That's a pretty good predicto.
But I feel like, I'm not getting much more evil from him than we were from Turbo Granny initially, so
Yeah.
we can bring him around.
Okay, so let's hypothetically say that they become the main antagonist of the show.
Yeah.
What do you think is the
main ghost antagonist, because
Yeah.
obviously we've still got those rapist aliens.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to be like a recurring antagonist or like...
Yeah, that's what I'm driving at.
But like they'll get a crew or they'll just be just them and they just show up to ruin their day?
Yeah,
Okay.
the latter.
Okay, great. Okay, so no extra...
He's too powerful, he wants to kill all humans.
Wham bam, thank you.
Maybe he goes dormant for periods and Gigi can't remember that he's possessed. They've got to like try and manage Gigi, idiot that he is, and like not put him in situations where his ghost power awakens.
Yeah. I like that. Okay, cool. That's enough predictions for 2 eps, sure.
Oh, and then they've got to kill the worm. They'll deal with
How-
Gigi first, and then they'll kill the worm.
Yeah, how do you think they're going to kill the worm?
They'll drop it in the volcano. Poetic justice.
You know, when you put it that way, it does seem very obvious what needs to be done here. Yeah. How do you think they're going to get it into the volcano?
They'll kick it with a big spiritual soccer ball.
But the soccer ball goes through the worm. Or do you mean like a big soccer ball?
I don't care.
What do you mean?
They'll just make it work.
Okay, all right. They'll make it work.
They'll
Okay.
do a chase sequence again. They'll run through the whole town and the worm's going to tear it up after them.
Yeah. Benny Hill chase sequence style. Just going through doors in this like weird Dark
Scooby-Doo.
Souls time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, cool. Well, then, GG.
And this has been the last episode of JoJo's World. Until next time.
To be continued.